On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. That's his longest run of the first quarter, and Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A carry here for Hunt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
2nd and 4. At the Patriots' 9-yard line.
This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9. A give right side now to Hunt. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
The score, Niners 7, Patriots nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they even let you play. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Out of the gun, Newton. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. The shotgun snap for Newton. Finding room at the 30. He's got it to James White. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
The ball carrier.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Deep ball for Goodwin, and that's caught inside the 30. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll run with Mostert. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
John Simon in on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 24, Garoppolo. He'll fire this. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's
a gain of 32 that time.
First down, 49ers.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
And 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
57, Mike, 57.
From the gun, Newton, deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
The kick is,
and he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 22.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
San Francisco.
Garoppolo with the completion there. He, of course, drafted by these Patriots back in 2014. Spent 3.5 years as the understudy to Tom Brady. And you remember the discussions about, well, we can't keep both of these guys. And it was Garoppolo who departed, traded to San Francisco for a 2nd-round pick back on Halloween of 2017. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch. See some open field and decide you're going for it and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd down, Mostert. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
That's the way. Let's 57.
Good.
57.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Got his man. That's Harry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That's good.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. 20.
From the gun, Newton. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Hunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Garoppolo on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
21 more yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of
7 yards, the pickup there.
3.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. Man open, it's Goodwin. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up. 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And they will run it with Michel. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
The goal line.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Rohrwasser now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Patriots 24. 49ers.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, San Francisco.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, 49ers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check 9. Check 9. 11. 11.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
49er first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Patriots 24, 49ers 21. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The tackle by...
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They fake the give. Newton. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Austin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. John Simon that time coming through to make the play.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore.
The timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
A gain of a
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gun. No,
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
It's a gain of
Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Get that quarterback.
Out of the gun, Newton. Goes underneath here to White. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Now
the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton. Good one, able to haul it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Watch the whip.
From the red zone now, Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Patriots 31, 49ers 21.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out there? The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. John Simon in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score, Patriots.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for New England, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.